Anyways, we got something stupid here. We got something stupid. We've got something stupid. Americans think Europe is like this by Pxrge. This cannot be good because from what I can tell, a lot of American, not a lot, but there's a certain part of Americans even that think Europe is what is like one country, right? The United States of Europe. Anyways, we'll look at this. I've also seen like a woman say like what was it? Europe is like Japan and shit. It's like really odd. It's like really, really weird. It is so weird. Like they eat a lot. They don't have any seasoning and stuff like that. It's like so weird. Let's go.
Looking at Americans and what
or that we got electricity like 10 years ago.
They think about Europe. You know, Americans are known to be intelligent. They are known to know everything about everything. If you ask them a question, they will have an answer. 90% of the time it might be wrong, but it doesn't matter. They will have one for you.
Things to say. God bless our troops.
Okay, man, we're starting off this video with that. Functioning toilets? What Europe were you at? I'm sure every country in Europe has functioning toilets. Are you sure you went to Europe? Honestly, I don't trust your geography. I mean, you might have actually not gone to Europe at all.
God bless America.
Ice! We have ice everywhere! I'm sure
Ice! No, we don't have ice. What is that? We don't have ice. Europe is sub-Saharan. Tropical. We don't have ice here. It's ice. Also, are you the country where your ice machines don't work? In McDonald's or whatever? United States of Europe. Did I miss a geographic update? But that's what these people think. I've literally seen a clip of like a woman saying, Europe is a country. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? We're many countries. No, we don't have ice here. We don't want them to attack people. Well, we could need a little bit of ice here. There's a few people that don't belong here.
Every country has some sort of supply of ice. I know ice in America stands for something else, but like, come
Ironic that he brings it up now.
on. I know you guys probably think Europe is a third world country, but it's actually a continent with first world countries in it. So that would explain why you don't think we have ice and functioning toilets.
And gentlemen,
We don't have fruit in Europe now.
No connected caps. Wait, I need to switch the side so you can see the stupid shit. Wait a minute. I want you to experience the retardation real quick. We'll switch over to this side. Yeah, the connected caps was probably the worst thing ever. Those of you who are European, you will understand. The connected caps is literally the worst thing they have ever made. It's like for everything, right? It's just for regular bottles. It's for milk. It's just so horrible. It is just so horrible. It's just hella ass. Not only that, sometimes they don't really function well, so you feel like you're about to cut yourself on the fucking bottle cap. It's just crazy. It's just so dumb. It's just so dumb. Like, the bottle caps don't end up somewhere, right? And like, people don't litter, but to be fair, most people don't, like most people, you need to realize this, most people throw the bottle away with the cap on it anyways, so the cap doesn't get lost to begin with.
and gentlemen,
We don't have fruit in Europe now. We have fruit. We have water. We have toilets.
We have, in fact, better fruits than Americans. Sorry. Yours might be mystery fruit.
Where did you visit?
Your watermelons are bendy. Or air conditioning. Well, we don't need air conditioning. And sometimes I feel like we do. It depends on the summers.
Oh my god, we literally have all these things. I understand if you went to a cold country, it wouldn't have aircon because why would you need it? But a lot of people in hot countries have AC. You just have to be able to afford.
Like here in Germany, most people don't have air conditioning. You could have air conditioning though, if you wanted to. But most houses don't have air conditioning. I give her that. Sure, it depends where you go though. I'm pretty sure that in Italy, a lot of them might have air conditioning.
It. And I'm sure most hotels have AC, so also don't know where you stayed. Oh, see, yeah, we don't have as wide streets as you in Europe because we actually have history. Yeah, most of our cities are actually older than your country. Things were built around before cars were invented. People didn't use cars back in the day. So streets and cities were built different. And we didn't have insanely huge...
We also have better drivers. Overall, people drive better here. How do I know? My fiance confirmed. People drive way better here. Driving is way more comfortable here in Europe. Huh. Surprise, surprise.
Streets for SUVs.
May I have a spicy milk?
Sure. Half or full?
Full. And I'll have a chai latte with oat milk.
Sounds great. Do you want that small or large?
Small.
And for here to go?
For here. She asked me if I was British, and I said yes.
No, she did not ask you.
Nah, I don't, maybe she asked you, wait, you sound weird. Are you British? Yeah, I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. Nah, no.
If you were British, she'd probably ask you, are you ready? Why would you pretend to be British? Oh.
I finish it for you, because I say it here anyways. Are you retarded?
Could I have a spicy milk? What the f is a spicy milk?
Here are things in a British grocery store that would send American.
Who the fuck is ever created spicy milk? Why would you create spicy milk? What is a spicy? Okay, wait a minute. What is spicy milk? Okay. What the fuck is spicy milk? Spicy milk. Interesting. Interesting. What the fuck? Who says that? Who fucking says that? Who the fuck says spicy milk then? It's just like a chai latte and shit. What are we doing? It's just the milk with spice, but they probably have different names. What the heck?
Into a coma. Their eggs are never refrigerated. They're always in these containers or on shelves. Also, look at how cheap those eggs are. You just cannot get that in America.
I actually looked up why you have to have your eggs refrigerated in the USA, and it turns out they pump loads of chemicals onto the eggs, so they have to stay in the fridge.
Oh, well, that's weird. Also, well, when you complain of the price, well, you have the bird flu, whatever that shit's called in English. So, well, there's that. That's why that's so expensive.
Fridge to last. Why do you need to do that to your eggs? Do you eat anything that doesn't contain chemicals? Is natural food allowed in the US? Probably not.
The tea aisle is absolutely insane to me. It is an entire aisle just dedicated to different types of teas. I didn't even know this much tea existed in the world.
That's not even enough tea for the average British family in a year.
Also, British people love their instant coffee. I've never had an instant coffee until I moved here, and I must say it's not that good.
I mean, I'll agree with you. I don't love instant coffee. But coming from an American, that's funny. You guys literally drink a jug of coffee that sits on heat for a whole day. Mostly water, a tiny bit of coffee in there, and that's what you guys call coffee, with about 10 spoons of sugar added. You guys probably don't know what the taste of coffee actually is.
People love to make anything into a pie. We've got steak pies, we've got chicken pies, we've got cheesy veg pies. Don't get me wrong, I love a good pie, but not everything needs to be inside of a pie.
I guess you can fill holes with a lot of filling. That didn't come out right, did it?
This is where things get...
Nope, that did out of context. Immediately clip that out of context.
It's scary, but black pudding is a staple in most people's households. What it is pig's blood, and people eat it for breakfast.
Yeah, I don't think most people are eating that. Probably 1% of the country actually enjoy eating that. And definitely is not a staple in most households. Are we just having that with our cereal?
Definitely not. Probably, very likely not. It's not something that's here, at least. That common. That's rather uncommon.
Now, are we? Why do people in America think people in England eat like 18th century peasants?
America, when you were picking out your fruit and vegetables, they have plastic bags for you to put them in. Here in England, you either have to pay for a bag or you just raw dog your fruit and veg in the cart.
Well, that's because you Americans need every bit of plastic you can get on everything for no reason. You need to wash the vegetables and stuff when you get home anyway. And also, we literally have bags to put them in, so I don't know what you're on about. Is it because they're not pre-packaged for you? Are you too lazy to do that yourself?
Something I will never get on board with, but British people love their baked beans. There are so many different kinds and aisles of baked beans at the grocery store. People will eat them for breakfast, they'll eat them for lunch, they'll eat them for dinner. There's a million different brands of them.
When I first moved to England, I also thought baked beans were a bit weird, but now I like them. They're not very good for you though, so...
Interesting. Interesting. Well, I know that baked beans are like really a big thing, right? I know that. I've tried them before here too. They're not bad. I like them. I kind of like them. I kind of like them.
Wouldn't eat them all the time. But those are a staple in most people's houses, not the black pudding you were on about earlier. Look, here's an example of a video of what it looks.
Holy fuck, these dudes are so lazy. Wait, the peel is already off? What the heck?
Like when you go shopping in America for any fruit or veg, 10 million rows of plastic containers. Why do you need pre-peeled oranges? Very few people can't peel it themselves. But realistically, is that the reason, or people just too lazy to peel their own fruit? I wonder if there's a supermarket in America that just feeds people peeled fruit and veg. Like, so you don't have to do it yourself. They just start feeding you a banana, just jam it in your mouth. People in Europe drink water. I'm really lost, man.
What? Water? Oh, nah. Who could have guessed? Water? It's just not just soda? Huh? How dare you? Can't enjoy oranges unless you peel it and smell it. That's like also the nice part, right? Peeling an orange. I don't know. These people are weird. British good food. Are you crazy? The baked beans are actually not that bad. They're actually kind of nice.
I'm really confused. They're clearly in Portugal because I'm Portuguese and I know that water company. And people in Portugal drink water, so I don't know what this means. Are Americans just scared to drink tap water in Europe? I'm confused. People do drink bottles of water. Is it because you miss the microplastics? Like, so you just want to drink from plastic bottles? Maybe that's what it is. They're just addicted to the microplastics. Yeah, now I simply...
To be fair, I don't think if you want to drink tap water here, because you're gonna drink all the how do I put this? You're gonna drink all the rust just straight up with it.
Sympathize with you guys, now I understand. And research has found that microplastics do go into your brain. It would make sense why all of these videos are so stupid. Oh my, I already know this is gonna have some awful takes.
We have that here too! What do you mean? We have that here too. Our weird deer. Weird, you are a weird deer. Dude. We have that here too. We have that here too. We have that here too. We even have water on demand. What do you mean? Cold water on demand. Shut up. There, but in like you can play Uma Musume on your fridge, so there's that.
We have ice. You can literally buy one of those fridges if you want. Surprisingly enough, we actually have frozen food in Europe. We have freezers. Realistically, you're probably gonna stay at a hotel. You probably have AC unless you don't pay for it in the hotel.
You do not want AC here in Europe. Because the electricity bill will just anally fist you. Like, here in Germany, you could sell a kidney for electricity at this point.
Hotel room or something. Like, what's going on? Like, yes, this one time I went to Greece. And honestly, Greece, you like to scam people out of their money for no reason, okay? You had to pay €5 a day just to have AC in your hotel room. And it was like 40 degrees outside nearly, so I had to pay for AC. I want a refund, Greece. Send that to me right now. I want a refund from your government. You literally just put the AC on. Why are you covering yourself in blankets?
Bro. So you put the AC on and then you cover yourself with blankets. Actually, they may actually be retarded. Actually, they might be retarded. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing?
Blankets. If it's too cold, turn it back off. Turns out we literally have carpets in Europe. If you went to any pub in England,
my carpet is literally like plush. What do you mean? Get out of here.
you would have 100% seen a sticky carpet. You would have stepped on it and got your foot a bit stuck on it. Clearly, you didn't go to any pubs.
What is an abnormally sized car? What is an abnormally sized car? What is a normal sized car?
What's a normal sized car? Like a big SUV that is obnoxiously wasting loads of petrol and making loads of noise. That's the normal sized cars. In Europe, we don't have towels. We just air dry.
No. Soft towels. We don't have soft towels. Ours are like hard as steel. They're hard towels. What the heck?
We come out the shower and naked, just stand there until we dry. That's exactly what we do, actually. Whoa, you got
space? Space. Oh, Europe is so small. We don't have any space. We live like all together in like a tuna can, right? Okay, serious question. How big is that carpet? Surely not for the whole room. Right? That's kind of minus for the entire room, yes. What do you mean? That would be weird. That would be weird. A monster truck. Fine, a monster truck is abnormally large.
You guys can move in the USA? God damn, bro. We're not allowed to move here, actually. We have to stand still. I've actually been moving too much in this video. I'm getting to the legal limit, really. So I have to stand still from now on.
What is she trying to prove with this?
Why do you have more ingredients in a cake, donut, or a brownie than you have words in your own constitution? You would be there an hour trying to read what you're about to eat. I saw bleached flour. So the flour looks whiter? Like, are you guys into that thing? Like, you know, it has to be white for it to be nice. I know America is a...
If it ain't white, it ain't right. Even when it comes to the food. Nah, for real though. That's just like your ingredients lists. I look at our ingredient lists and I'm like, what the fuck is that? Is this really food? But this is just abnormal. That's just abnormal. It's just way too much.
A bit crazy with that stuff.
Part 2 of things in a British grocery store that would send Americans into a coma. Okay, first things first, I need someone to tell me what brown sauce is and why doesn't it have a name? It's so bad that it's just named after the color.
You literally just picked up a bottle that says HP sauce. And also, I don't know what brown sauce is, and I live here.
This is definitely a staple in British households, and you know what? To each their own.
Why does this person...
Wait, daddies?
This is definitely a staple in British households, and you know what? To each
Daddy's favorite brown sauce. Chat. Do you want also some of Daddy's favorite brown sauce? I bet you do. The heck? What the heck is that, dude? That is horrible. That is genuinely horrible. What the fuck is that?
each their own.
Why does this person keep thinking this is a staple in British households? No, you said this in a previous video. Everything you pick up is just not a staple in British households. Brown sauce is maybe used by about 10% of the country. Maybe. Most people would probably eat ketchup and mayonnaise and all these normal things.
Forget about the World Wide Web and the telephone. The best invention to come out of England are the 360-degree shopping cart wheels. America definitely needs to take notes because we really do need these.
I've actually been to Costco because we have Costco's in the
I am shocked. What do you mean they don't have that? What do you mean they don't have that?
UK. And to push the shopping trolleys, it's so difficult. You're telling me every store in the USA is like that? That's crazy. You guys are really behind on that.
British people absolutely love their peas, but why on earth are there so many different types of peas? On what occasion could you possibly need this many different types of peas? And the fact that you go and mush them and say it's edible is a disgrace.
I'd rather have more selection of vegetables and fruit than processed foods. Also, I'm guessing the answer to your question is because there's different types of peas. So people might like a certain type compared compared to another, I don't know.
This is something that actually repulses me, but why don't pastries have any covering? They're just in direct contact with everyone's germs. For me personally, that is so unsanitary.
I understand to a certain degree, maybe there should be some sort of barrier there, but we don't need plastic for everything, okay? Also, if you didn't know, most of these pastries and breads, at least in the UK and probably in the majority of big supermarkets.
Wow, surprise, surprise, they're not covered. I mean, here in Germany, they're covered because they're like behind some like a plastic window, whatever you want to call it.
Markets in Europe are actually frozen and then just baked in store. So it's not even like you're eating some lovely thing homemade right there. No, it's made in a factory, frozen, packaged, taken there, heated it up, put it on the shelves. I honestly would just recommend you going to your local baker.
What's up with you guys eating prawn mayo sandwiches and prawn cocktail chips?
I'll be real, those sandwich, I'll be honest, those sandwiches, those pre-made sandwiches are disgusting. They're disgusting. They're horrible. They are like you wouldn't even eat this if you were about to die. No, these are disgusting. Ugh.
Those two things right there are just not.
Yo, I don't know who is out here eating prawn mayo sandwiches in the UK, but that is definitely not happening. You're a weird person if you're doing that. Prawn cocktail crisps? Yeah, you know what? They're not too bad, and I think a lot of people eat those. Prawn mayo sandwiches. Yeah, your breath is gonna stink at work, mate.
This is the lazy American in me. I'm well aware of that, but I miss people packing my groceries up for me. I leave the grocery store actually sweating because it stresses me out so much.
Are you kidding?
I mean, okay, she's probably, you know, a bit on the heavier side, you know? They don't move that much. Well, that makes sense.
Me. You have people that stand there and put things in bags for you. There is no way, bro. They are lazier than I thought. I mean, it's good if you go to the store and you have some sort of disability. Apart from that, you're just lazy. If you want to be smarter than the average resident of the USA, go follow and watch one of my streams on these platforms. And like and subscribe, or your country will run out of ice and water.
Yep. And air conditioning. And peas and baked beans and whatever. Anyways. Well, this just once again proves that Americans are oftentimes just really, really lazy. How do you come to the conclusion that, like, the worst one probably was the AC one, right? You turn on the AC, you cool down, and then you disappear on the blanket. Like, why were you even doing that in the first place if that's an issue? You might as well just, like, they don't have no idea of room temperature, probably either. Anyways, like, comment, and subscribe.